So one more time, if you'd welcome to the stage, please, Faisal Ali Rashid. Thank you very much. Welcome, Faisal.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning, everybody. Happy to be here and thank you for the introduction. To begin with, I would just say that as the world is moving toward acceleration of low carbon economy to basically reshape our cities, our community, our climate change and economy. Today, I'll be happy to walk you through some global trends and also to highlight how Dubai is pursuing this transformation of green transport. To begin with, I would mention some global trend. I would say that in 2024, the sale for EV basically grew by 25% compared to year 2023, reaching the total or the share of electric vehicle globally in 2024, 20% share out of total number of light-duty vehicle. On top of that, also I'll mention that the public spending on EV reached 130 on EV. I mean on infrastructure, on charging point infrastructure has reached $130 billion in 2024. Many government or many nations have committed to phase out fossil fuel vehicle by 2030, between 2030 and 2040. Number of EV model is basically is crossing 600 model. It is 10 times more than what it was in 2015. Investment on green vehicle manufacturing and on charging point on the horizon of 2030 will reach $1.2 trillion. Diving into Dubai Green Mobility Strategy to start with, I would say the strategy objective is basically to increase the uptake of green vehicle in the Emirates, to increase the penetration of green vehicle in the Emirates, also to reduce the emission from road transport, and also to support the renewable energy on the supply side, which is, I think, reaching close to 20%. So I think when we increase the electrification of vehicles, it will support the greening the grid as well. With respect to government of Dubai fleet, I would say that it started in 2016 with the mandate of having 10% of the annual, green vehicle to be 10% out of total annual sale in the Emirates from 2020 to 2024. And this has raised to 20% annual green vehicle out of annual sale. It's already started in the beginning of the year, and by 2030, I think the annual purchase for green vehicles should be 30% out of total share. Targets and KPI. Also, we added a target for fuel saving or fuel consumption reduction for 2030. It is 104 million liter. For 2050, 1757 million liters. The carbon emission saving for between 2011 and 2030 is 1.1 million ton CO2 equivalent, and also there is a for 2011 to 2050 is 46.5 million ton CO2 equivalent. I would say the green mobility journey has started with many directive and policy and mandate setting target for 2030 and target for 2050. For 2030, the target for registered vehicle in the Emirates is 10% out of total. I'm referring to light-duty vehicle only, out of total vehicle in the Emirates, and the charging infrastructure, or the number of charging infrastructure, to reach 2,500 in 2030. As we speak today, it is 700 charging point, and this continue to increase. For 2050, the number of green vehicle to be 100% on the road of the Emirates, and the number of charging point in 2050 to be 165,000. Of course, there are challenges. I think I can mention some of the challenges, which is the number of charging points to support the increased number of green vehicle in the Emirates, the overloading of the grid, also another challenge. The limitation of the battery also, many people spoke about this in the earlier session as well. I'm displaying a dashboard of what is happening in the Emirates. So in the last 5 years, the decarbonization of the transport sector is happening, I think, positively. So I can share with you some of the number. Total number of green registered EV and hybrid vehicle in Dubai has crossed I would say 75,000 vehicle. The ratio between EV and hybrid is 53% EV and 47 hybrid. I think EV continue to gain ground. I think by 2030 you might cross 60 or 70% based on the technology advancement. The share of green vehicle in the Emirates is 3.2% as we speak today, and the target that I mentioned before is 10%. Another important thing is the government fleet and non-government fleet. I would say the non-government fleet or private vehicle fleet represent 91%. The government fleet basically share out of total is 9%. If we look at government fleet in isolation, between hybrid and electric, I think government, especially being led by RTA, Road and Transport Authority, they prefer hybrid because of the 24-hour drive with a taxi. So 90% of government fleet share, the green vehicle share, is hybrid, and 8% is electric. So government share of another point, government share of all hybrid is 18% in the Emirates, and government share of all EV is 1%. And last important point is the share of green vehicle in government fleet is around 22% out of total government fleet. So this is also has moved positively, and it should reach 30%, I think, by 2030. I'll share with you also another important element, which is the charging infrastructure. So as of 2024, there is 740 charging points across the city, 400 of them within shopping mall, public facility, residential area. The target for this year is 1,000 charging points by 2025. I'm also sharing charging option and cost for both fast charging and slow charging. Other important initiative in the Emirates which are linked to transport and to green mobility, I would say that it's part of the Dubai 2040 urban planning to promote 30 minutes work city, means residential can reach their work by using metro or light duty light rail trip to their workplace within 30 minutes. Another important target is to promote 20-minute community, which is basically reaching the service hub within the city, and 20% through using through walk or through bicycle ride, which is part of the infrastructure that's being built today. Part of Dubai 2040 urban plan is also to increase the walkability by 25% out of all trips. So to make this increase, I think it's important to build the infrastructure, to bring the shading and so on. Increase also of 35% of public and shared transport by 2040. Also, Road and Transport Authority in Dubai has zero-emission strategy for public transport by 2050 via replacing their existing buses, school buses, taxis as well. Dubai autonomous transport strategy is also part of moving forward to low green, low carbon economy. I have just one last thing to share with you. I think it's important to know that increasing electric vehicle or increasing the penetration of electric vehicle is not sufficient without making the grid cleaner. So if you use fossil fuel and the power generation, and then you have X number of charging points, and then you have let's say 50 or 60 or 70% of total vehicle electric, I don't think it's enough reaching our goal without making the grid cleaner. So as we speak today, Dubai, by the end of this year or beginning of the next year, should cross 20% share of renewable energy in the grid. I think UAE is also very aggressive in this. As we speak today, the share of clean energy is around 27% share. So these are my last point. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. So do we have any questions in that regard? By the way, I particularly like that last slide where you've got 100% adoption of buses by 2050. 100%, that's a great number to always see when it comes to EV adoption. So thank you for that. Do we have any questions? Obviously, there's opportunity to catch up later, but very good. Well, look, this is my first time in Abu Dhabi, so you've now encouraged me to come to Dubai. Can I perhaps ask you an awkward question? Is there competition between the Emirates to be the best Emirate in terms of progress, development, change? I guess there is.
No, I think we have a governance structure, within, let's say within the Emirates of Dubai, in terms of decision making, in terms of committees. So we have higher committee looking at the energy sectors, and then we have a different committee like demand side management committee, green mobility committees as well, integrated water strategy committee, and even for circularity we have a committee. So at the federal level also we work with the ministry, we work with the Prime Minister to basically make a consolidated effort to set a national strategy. So there is a collaboration, and we don't work in isolation, we work together.
Good. The United Arab Emirates, I'm definitely beginning to understand that properly. That's how it works. So one more time, can we please thank you, Faisal Ali Rashid. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.